Hi, hello pals, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I thought I would show you how I set up my combined syllabus for this year. I recently got all of my module handbooks for my different modules containing all of the reading and deadlines and everything like that for my semester. However, they're all, as I said, in separate kind of handbooks and stuff, and I wanted to make an overview of everything in one place so that I have easy access and a comprehensive overview of the entire semester in one place. And this is what I came up with. It is color-coded by module and sorted by the week and the day of the week, and I think that this is going to be really helpful in keeping me on track with my reading and everything, as well as be a very handy guide of reference so I don't have to faff around with the module handbooks all the time every time I want to do some reading. So I thought I would show you just how I set this up so that you can replicate it and do it yourself. Also, I'm going to have this Google Docs that you see right here linked in the description so that you can use that as a template and just fill in whatever pertains to what you're doing. First, up here at the top, I made a little key for myself so that I don't forget. So for every module I have a separate color, and I just put that in there with the kind of abbreviation that I use for each of the modules. So I just use the little fill tool, and then I pick a row per module, and then these gradients you see here are the same as these. So the lightest color in the row is designated for reading, and then the second lightest is if I have any work due before a seminar, like not an assignment or anything, but just like, oh, please look at these questions before the seminar or whatever. And then the colour after that is any deadlines. And deadlines I will also do in bold so that it's obvious that like, oh, pay attention to this thing. And that's how I have done that. And you just do the cell and then click on the fill tool and pick the colour that you want. And for my semesters, we also don't use kind of the weeks of the year. We just use the week of the semester. So obviously if you use the weeks of the year, you could just fill in whatever week of the year that would be relevant. Personally, I also like to write down the date that should be done by. So for these readings, it's just the date of the seminar, but for my assignments, it's obviously the date that they're due in. And I also like to put the day of the week so that I don't have to go into my calendar and check what day of the week these dates are. And I use these bullet points because for some weeks I have multiple things that I need to read, like here I have 3, and then I like to be able to actually see that these are 3 things. It's not just one really long name of an article or something. And for my assignments, I've also put very quickly what the assignment is on, because we do kind of some essays on some of these already mentioned readings, but this would also work if you had an assignment on just a said title. You could just write the title in there if you wanted to. And I have gotten assignment briefs for my assignments as well, but I'm not putting all of that in there because that's a bit too much information, and I still do have my module handbooks ready, so that's just gonna stay in there. Also in week 12 I have 2 exams, and I've just put those in there as well just for reference and so that I have the dates handy. And yeah, that's basically it. However, I don't actually keep my syllabus in Google Docs. I made it all in Google Docs just like this, and then I switched it over to OneNote, just because I like that in OneNote you can actually add little to-do boxes so you can check things off, which is so handy. So I've just done that. It's the exact same thing. It just felt a lot more interactive and I prefer it that way, I think. But to do this and get it into OneNote, I literally just copied everything and then pasted it straight into OneNote. No magic needed. Also like that in OneNote it's not separated by pages, so it's not actually broken up like it turns out in Google Docs, like broken up here. So I really like OneNote for this purpose, but obviously you can use literally whatever you want. You could also use kind of Excel or Google Sheets if you prefer that, but I rather wanted to do a table in kind of a Word formatting software. But yeah, I don't have a lot more to say about this. I just thought I would comment on here and share this resource that I kind of set up for myself, just because when I wanted to get started on setting it up, I didn't really find anything online about how to best set up something like this. So I just wanted to share that, share the template, and also obviously if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments and I'll do my best to help. However, I am not a tech whiz, so my help will most likely be limited. but I can try anyway. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below. And if this video and this resource was helpful to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up so that I know and so that I can maybe try to do something like this in the future as well. If you want more university and kind of school related videos to pop right into your subscription box, hit the subscribe button and join our little family on here. And with that, I will just see you in my next video, and until then, take care.
Said you need more space.